Welcome to the 2023 Preservation Park Cities Historic Home Tour. We are delighted that you have chosen to participate with us this year, and we hope that you enjoy the spectacular tour of 4 exceptional homes here in the Park Cities. My name is Keith Conlon, and I'm proud to represent Allie Beth Allman and Associates as the sponsor of this year's virtual tour. We are especially grateful for the life and legacy of Pierce Allman, who served on the board of Preservation Park Cities and was a tireless advocate of the preservation of architectural history in the community. Please join me as together we embark on a journey through some of the Park City's most treasured homes. These are some of the finest examples of Georgian, Italian, Renaissance, and French farmhouse architecture in the city. Each residence was built with longevity and timelessness in mind, using the highest quality materials and craftsmanship. These homes have passed lovingly from generation to generation with the trust that stewardship and appreciation continues. Thank you to all of our sponsors for supporting this year's tour. Our first home was constructed in 1936 on the French streets of Highland Park by renowned architect James Duff, who was one of the most prolific architects in the Park Cities between 1926 and 1940. Home to a young family of 6, this home was built to last through the generations. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Meredith Farrell of the Meredith Farrell Group at Compass, who has graciously sponsored this tour of the impeccably preserved Duff home at 4319 Versailles Avenue.
Thank you, Keith. My name is Meredith Farrell, and on behalf of the Meredith Farrell Group at Compass, I'm excited to guide you through this beautiful home. In 1936, noteworthy architect James Duff built the home at 4319 Versailles in a modern yet classical style. Duff designed more than 90 homes in the Park Cities between 1936 and 1940. For his work, he received the Good Housekeeping magazine's Shield of Approval. This house on Versailles is a Georgian-style red brick home with quintessential exterior elements, symmetrical double-hung windows, and a paneled door capped by a crown and flanked by decorative pilasters. Duff included some interesting details by adding the panel lights and the iron balustrade above the door. 3 dormer windows perch atop the original slate roof. This center hall plan includes a gracious stairwell punctuated by 2 Roman arches that provide east-west egress to the formal areas. A fashionable high sheen paint treatment on the entry ceiling and throughout the home delivers a polished touch. In the living room and throughout, a sophisticated soft color palette was selected. Cassie Plaster added the ceiling rope treatment in the living room, and Jenkins Interiors assisted on this extensive project. The banquette seating and sofa are covered in luscious colors of raspberry and blue. The dining room woodwork is painted in a classic blue along with accompanying wallpaper. Both of the formal areas use a delightful mix of pattern and textures, and the artwork throughout the residence balances contemporary with representational pieces. Blueprint was the source for many of the contemporary artworks. Local artists Taylor Fisher, along with Andrew Long and Kate Baringos, are just a few of the artists whose work enhances the interior decor. A cozy library and TV area, painted in a dynamic teal color, fits in snugly next to the living room. Once a sun porch, this space with Roman arch bookcases is now a family favorite. A vestibule area contains the bar and leads into an oversized den. Double casements from both the living room and bar have glass pocket doors that can transform traffic pattern and sound. The sun-drenched den welcomes family and guests alike. The 4 pair of floor-to-ceiling French doors referenced before lead from the den to an inviting covered porch with herringbone masonry patterns and a fireplace. A new pool sits in a sea of green grass, and an elevated decorative brick wall rhythmically pours water from 5 spouts. The straightforward kitchen suits this family well. They love the form and function. Traditional white marble was selected for the countertops along with white woodwork. The tile backsplash is compatible with the decor and distinctive since it rises to the ceiling above the sink. Part and parcel to the kitchen is an open eating area that coexists with the den. A central stairwell leads up to the spacious landing, which gives access to all 4 bedrooms. One daughter's bedroom is decorated in a delightful lavender shade, and the older sister has a pink and blue color scheme. Tile updates in the Jill squared bathroom have a vintage feel. A masculine blue color was chosen for the son's bedroom, along with twin beds and plaid carpet. Utilizing the space above the new den, the primary bedroom was logically reconfigured for modern convenience. But the cove ceiling speaks to the classic nature of the home. Dreamy colors and textures are part of the scheme. A soaking tub rests on the Carrara marble bathroom floor. Brass insets and fixtures are another beautiful detail. There is also a 3rd floor playroom in conjunction with a large seating area and 3 charming window box seats. This is truly a child's dream come true for puppet shows or any other activity. A tremendous amount of thought and planning preceded this endeavor. The detail reflected in the paint treatments, hardware, fabric, and floor coverings blends together with fine precision. This residence represents classic elegance with an unforgettable contemporary interior. On behalf of the Meredith Farrell Group, it was a joy to find this home for this special young family, and it has been a privilege to see how they have preserved, transformed, and created spaces that will carry into the future. The Meredith Farrell Group is proud to be part of the Preservation Park Cities and its mission to celebrate architecturally significant homes in our community.
Thank you, Meredith, and thank you so much to the homeowners for allowing us a glimpse inside and for choosing to preserve and restore this home, making it an idyllic home for a young family. Our next home represents an exemplary design by the legendary architect Hal Thompson. One of the finest examples of Italian Renaissance in all of Dallas, Thompson designed this home for Frank and Agnes McEnany in 1930. I would like now to introduce you to Lexi Young of Methodist Dallas Medical Center, the generous sponsor of this remarkable and iconic Park Cities home.
Thank you, Keith. My name is Lexi Young, and on behalf of Methodist Dallas Medical Center, I am proud to present this iconic Highland Park home. This superb Italian Renaissance home was completed in 1930 by legendary architect Hal Thompson. The deep eaves with decorative brackets and the tile roof are distinctive features of this style. In this instance, Thompson used smooth, honey-colored limestone and delicate stone detailing as an alternative to stucco. At the front entrance, there is a Roman arch and a pair of Ionic columns supporting entablature blocks and a false balcony. The exquisite proportions and materials combine with the subtle detailing of keystones above the windows and coins on the edges to emphasize the importance of this dignified residence. Classical vases and urns have always been a symbol of beauty in the decorative arts. So, it's fitting that several Medici-inspired urns are positioned on the elegantly tiled rooftop. In the 1980s, the home was enlarged and the property was extended to the corner. Richard Drummond Davis supervised the addition in a sensitive way so that it blends flawlessly with the original home. A bridge over the porte-cochere side entrance opens into a large landscaped courtyard with parterre boxwoods encircling the space. The Hanson family was thrilled to purchase this home in 2009. Having restored 2 other homes in Highland Park, they admired the history of this residence and now have put their personal imprint on the interior spaces. The first undertaking the Hansons tackled was to lighten all the colors of the Venetian plaster walls. This evolution ultimately produced the graphic white and black color scheme. The entry area is a visual treat with views of the formals and lighted by a unique mid-century brutalist fixture. Another example of the exceptional craftsmanship in this home is the stairway. The ornate black iron balustrade and bronze handrail combine with the black and white striped carpet on the treads for maximum impact. On the ceiling in the formal living room is a striking black and white wallpaper, and a large Thomas Struth photograph is a focal point. The elegant Gustavian console in the corner is a special family treasure. The dining room is enveloped by another bold, patterned black and white wall covering. A pair of outstanding white Gustavian cabinets contain the family's extensive collection of old Paris porcelain and coexist comfortably with the mid-century R.J. Gibbings ebony table and traditional dining chairs. Also accessed from the entry is a sensational library painted in a high-gloss black shade. The cast stone fireplace, empire light fixture, and contemporary art and furniture make this a special refuge.
In the 1990s, the kitchen and den were added. One of the only revisions the Hanson family did was widening a hall to create a bar area between the entry hall and kitchen. They added the unique seagrass limestone kitchen countertops, which bring a soft, organic touch to the galley-style kitchen. The kitchen opens up into a family room that is, in every sense, a great room. Suspended from the soaring beamed ceiling are 3 sparkling brass fixtures. One den wall consists of 4 pair of French doors with panel lights above. This provides a serene view of the pool. Multiple seating areas contribute to the intimate feeling in the room, and the large oil on canvas by New York artist Meisenberg is an extraordinary reference point. On the second level are 4 en-suite bedrooms and a playroom. The oversized landing leads to the primary suite, which is painted floor to ceiling in a soothing mocha shade. A painting by Anglo-Dutch artist Nick Goss sets the tone and inspired the color choice. Vintage dual bath and dressing areas are also a part of this suite. Throughout the home, there is a push and pull of contemporary art with traditional architecture, and appointments that are surprising and interesting in a dramatic, graphic manner. From top to bottom, this stunning Hal Thompson structure is an irreplaceable part of Highland Park history and has benefited from brilliant updates and appropriate landscaping. The community is fortunate to still have an Italian palazzo of such exquisite quality in its midst. Thank you to the Hanson family for allowing us to tour your beautiful home. Methodist Dallas Medical Center is delighted to support the mission of Preservation Park Cities.
Thank you, Lexi and Methodist Dallas Medical Center, for guiding us through this spectacular home, and our heartfelt thanks to the Hanson family for preserving this master work of Mediterranean architecture. The 1930s brought booming development to the Park Cities. Charles Dilbeck was one of the most prodigious and popular architects at the time and ever to practice in Dallas. Ranging from grand in scale to small in stature, Dilbeck was responsible for hundreds of homes throughout Dallas. One of the most notable collections of his work reigns on the corners of Shenandoah and Douglas, the Four Sisters. We are delighted to showcase one of the sisters at 4145 Shenandoah thanks to the Ryan Group at Briggs Freeman Sotheby's. Here's Pete Ryan to tell you more about this charming family home.
Thank you, Keith. I'm Pete Ryan with the Ryan Group at Briggs Freeman Sotheby's, and I'm delighted to welcome you to 4145 Shenandoah. The Chapel home is situated here on an iconic corner in University Park, fondly known as the Four Sisters. All 4 homes at this intersection were built by Charles Dilbeck. Active from 1932 to 1969, Dilbeck is the author of over 400 Dallas residences. and was the most admired architect of his era. Hallmarks of his idiosyncratic creations include asymmetrical and complex floor plans, infused with the rough-hewn character of a Norman cottage. 4145 Shenandoah represents a fine-tuned creation from his French eclectic repertoire. The front facade is chock full of architectural detail. 3 arched insets add relief. 1 inset frames the original wood plank front door. Antique brick combines effectively with the stucco and half-timbered accents above the door. The steep pitch and lower tilt of the roof add charm in combination with 2 hipped dormers and lattice-patterned windows. The low brick wall with posts accentuates the outside porch and entry area. Fortunately, this home has retained its original craftsmanship. Residents for 20 years, the Chapel family recently elected to tackle a renovation project to update, restore, and reimagine the interior details. The original transverse entry provides access to the formals, which this family reversed to serve their lifestyle. A Roman arch defines these spaces and conveniently leads to the original bar, uniquely crafted from cypress. Another living space is the brick and fieldstone den, which was once a sleeping porch. A new feature is the tray ceiling in the living area, which pairs perfectly with the original wood and screen doors, which open into the kitchen with its marble center island and stainless steel countertops. Adjoining the kitchen is an intimate breakfast area with vaulted ceiling. "20 years before, the Chapels added a garage and utility area, so next to the breakfast area is a rear stairwell, which leads to a spacious multi-purpose bonus room with bathroom and ceiling dormer insets. The second story contains 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. A recent undertaking focused primarily on the master bedroom and pool. The master bedroom has a new beamed, vaulted ceiling which echoes the updates below. Additionally, the master bath and closet area were updated. A balcony floored with exquisite reclaimed tile from Pitted Architectural provides an exceptional view of the new pool and spa. The deck is constructed from antique brick from an 1800s Louisiana farm estate. Original reclaimed brick from this site was used to create a new folly wall, which conceals the pool equipment. The newly constructed covered patio with fireplace adds another location to enjoy the exterior additions. As vigilant stewards of their Dilbeck home, the Chapels have kept original details like strapping hinges, unusual stucco finishes, and vintage light fixtures. Any gaps that remain in honoring Dilbeck's legacy have been lovingly filled in. The owners personally stripped the paint off the original cypress windows. What a journey the Chappells have been on to preserve this architectural jewel in such an authentic way. On behalf of the Ryan Group at Briggs Freeman Sotheby's, it's been my pleasure to guide you through this remarkable home.
Thank you, Pete, for guiding us through this stunning residence, and to the Chappell family for your loving restoration. Ever thought about restoring or renovating a home? The possibilities are limitless. All it takes is a vision, a passion for history and detail, a business acumen, and monumental patience. Our final home on the tour belongs to the Wilson family of 7 at 4405 Highland Drive. It is a premier example of preservation at its finest. After acquiring their Highland Drive home and living in it for a few months, they acted on their plans and dreams to create their personal sanctuary. We're so thankful to Jerry Fritz of Highland Park Housekeeping for guiding us through this beautifully restored Highland Drive home.
Thank you, Keith. I'm Jerry Fritz. I'm the founder and CEO of Highland Park Housekeeping. At Highland Park Housekeeping, we clean lots of beautiful and luxurious homes. So it's a perfect fit that we are sponsoring this beautiful and luxurious home at 4405 Highland Drive. This Georgian eclectic style home has undergone a thorough transformation by designer and homeowner Caitlin Wilson, as well as the team at Coates Homes. The exterior entry porch has a cap and crown, and the symmetrical windows are typical of Georgian architecture. A wide gallery entry is the first hint of what is to come. Only a few vestiges of the original interior footprint remain. Reconfiguring the space allowed the Wilson family to effectively modernize and edit the rooms in a delightful and amazing fashion. The impressive formal living room and dining rooms showcase the addition of new elaborate crown moldings and stately Ionic and Corinthian pilasters and columns. The gallery entry flows into an open two-story area where a skylight was creatively installed above to flood the interior with light. The dining room features an exclusive Caitlin Wilson blue chinoiserie paper on the walls, which is compatible with the soft blue woodwork of the kitchen cabinetry. The living room has a fireplace mantel with rich detail, and arched casements lead into the adjacent sunroom. The columns and pilasters do a masterful job in accentuating the elements in each room. Arched casements from the hallway and living room step down into a ballroom-sized den with beamed ceiling. The den and spacious kitchen are contiguous, which is ideal for family fun. The kitchen brass pulls and hardware add a sophisticated, dressy detail in keeping with the Georgian decor. A keeping room with fireplace and window seat expands and enhances the charm of the kitchen. In the den, floor-to-ceiling windows on 3 sets of French doors exit to the rear yard. LePage, a Canadian company, provided the doors and windows. Cheryl Wagner supplied most of the heritage hardware. The bedrooms are all on the 2nd floor, and each intersects with a substantial landing that overlooks the hallway below. All of the children's bedrooms are in unique, curated shades of blue and rose. These exceptional color tones are custom paints from Caitlin Wilson. The bathrooms have exquisite custom tile patterns by Maison Mosaics, New Ravenna, and Walker Zanger. Preceding the master bedroom is a vestibule, which leads to a sitting room with fireplace. This is a wonderful retreat that has his and hers bath and closet areas. In the master bathroom, blue Celeste marble was used in conjunction with mosaic inlay in the white marble floor. From the moment of entry into this residence, it is apparent that tremendous thought and care has gone into every decision. Caitlin and her family were involved at every juncture of the creative process to stunning results. Thank you to the Wilson family for allowing us to tour this magnificent home. It has been my pleasure to guide you through this landmark of Highland Park architecture today.
Thank you, Jerry, for that wonderful tour, and to our homeowners, the Wilson family, for their appreciation of every detail that makes it the perfect home from past to present. If you appreciate celebrating the history of the Park Cities and value the preservation of its architecture, we hope you'll consider joining as a member. To join or learn more about our organization, please visit us at preservationparkcities.org. It has been my pleasure to represent the Home Tour Legacy sponsor, Allie Beth Alman & Associates. Thank you for joining us on the 2023 Virtual Historic Home Tour.